So we're at the campsite and we've been looking around. We're seeing a lot of people have massive tents.
Like huge.
Like unnecessarily big tents.
Like castles.
It's pointless, and it's just like a couple of people in a tent. It's not very modest, is it?
No.
And it's just a bit too much overkill. You know, like take this tent for example, right behind us. That's massive. It's just too big. What kind of idiot would go buy a tent this big? It's completely unnecessary. It's massive. It's like. Oh wait a minute.
That's our tent.
Isabella.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's our tent.
Yeah.
We're
well.
the idiots.
Yeah. Let's tell you the story about how we got this tent.
Yeah.
So, when was it? 2 years ago. We've had this tent for 2 years.
Yeah.
We went to go outdoors. We decided to go camping.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get a nice small tent, like maybe 3-man tent. One of those, like, come to about your chest height. It was going to be lightweight, going to put in a backpack and then go camping that way. Anna wanted a 3-bedroom house.
No, we went to go outdoors we tried those tents.
Yeah, I think originally you were on board with the idea.
Yeah.
And then when she saw the tents in Go Outdoors, she was like,
they had loads of
tiny.
tents on show. They had all different tents on show. We got in a couple of the 3-man little tents that you wanted. And we had to crawl in and crawl out. And I was like, where's our stuff gonna go?
It's not easy to get in them.
No.
And the whole point is backpacking. They're light tents, and you're only meant to carry the essentials.
But we weren't going backpacking.
We started looking online, YouTube, Google reviews, whatever, you name it. We're doing the whole thing. And we found one of the biggest tents you can possibly find. I think they have
bigger.
Yeah, I think they have 800. Maybe not in this model, but overall I think they have an 800 tent, which is slightly bigger than ours. Ours only 600. So it's only for 6 people. You can sleep 6 people in the bedroom compartment.
Yeah.
But you can probably sleep at least another 6 in the living room compartment.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of other stuff we didn't need. A side awning, which we
Oh,
don't.
we forgot to bring the inflatable sofa.
The inflatable sofa.
I wanted to bring the inflatable sofa.
Of course. Who doesn't buy an inflatable sofa for camping?
Inflatable sofa. We had a king size inflatable bed.
Yeah.
Like double height one.
The ground sheet was separate.
Yeah.
Well, most tents pack about this size, so it's not too bad, right? Well, this is just the footprint of our tent, which is here.
This tent wasn't big enough, so we brought an additional part that you attach to the side of the tent, which gives you like an enclosed door called a storm porch, so that when you come in and it's raining, you have somewhere to like take your coats and shoes off.
We tried to use that once,
Yeah.
and we couldn't put it on properly.
We couldn't put it on properly because we couldn't reach. It attached on one side and the string went all the way over to the other side, and we couldn't reach
to
do
do
it
it like
properly.
nicely.
We were there like trying to throw the
Did we
string
sell?
over
I
the
think we
top.
sold it in the end.
Yeah, we did. We sold it.
We realized this tent just about fits us. Just about. So we
don't need that extra
were
space.
okay without it. We took it out twice in the 2 years.
Yeah,
Once a year, I think.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd time that it's seeing sunlight
yeah.
in a campsite, because we took it out in the garden a few times.
When we first got it, we pitched it in the garden to try it out. And at the time, we were living in a house share. We had a new roommate moving in, and on the day that he moved in, we were in the garden.
In this
pitching
massive
the
tent, taking up the whole garden, by the way.
Yeah. I think he was just like, okay, you guys do that. I'm just gonna do my own thing.
Yeah.
We must look crazy.
Yeah. But yeah.
We're like a salesman's dream. We went in to go outdoors. We only wanted a small 3-man tent, and we ended up buying the biggest tent that you could get. And it was expensive as well.
I think we spent over £1,000
We spent over £1,000
on all the things combined, you know, with the sofas and
We brought it on finance.
The
We were
fridges.
paying it off for like
6 months. 6 months it took to pay that off. It's mental. It's mental. We don't make good decisions.
No.
We don't make good decisions. But
And now I'm sat here in this field and there's probably, I don't know, 30 other tents around, and it's the biggest one here.
we are the joint biggest tent here. There's one more tent which we think is identical to ours.
Yeah.
And there isn't one that's as big as ours. And people have families here.
But yeah, it's justified because they're like a family of 6.
Yeah.
Whereas we're just me and Evan.
Yeah.
And a dog. Bella has her own bedroom in there. That's how ridiculous this space is.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah.
It weighs a ton.
Oh my god.
It takes up so much space when you pack it.
We packed away once in the rain, and so the tent was heavy,
yeah.
and we broke one of the poles because the weight of the tent was so much that pole.
With the water. With all the water. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then we had to take it home and pitch it up in the garden, and this takes almost an hour to pitch up.
But having said all that, there's so much room for activities.
So much room for activities.
I quite like it. You know, there's room. We had Anna's whole family in the tent before.
Yeah.
Like we had 2 or 3 tables and chairs all around. We're playing cards. It's great for that because I think the weather was pretty bad. And then your family all have caravans.
Yeah.
So there isn't really a room in one caravan for all 8 people.
Like, I know we're being very negative, but there are some really nice features.
Yeah.
And before we came away for this weekend, we were like, oh, we're going to take the big tent. Oh, it's going to be so much effort. Like, oh, it can't be bothered. But now that it's up, I'm like, actually.
It's actually nice.
Yeah, I see why we got it.
The rooms are massive.
Yeah, it's got some features.
So much
like
headroom.
The windows are zipped, so you can control like if they're all the way open, all the way closed, halfway, so you have some more privacy. We quite like that.
Yep.
The bedroom, you've got 3 bedrooms. One's like its own
Completely
bedroom.
separate, which you can take off if you don't want.
Yeah.
And just have empty space there.
Yeah. And then the other bedrooms have a divider in the middle, and it's a zipped divider, so you've got full privacy all the way around. And a lot of times they're like a toggle divider, and I just think, what's the
Basically,
point?
if you're coming with friends or you know
Yeah.
people you don't really want to be sharing the same bedroom with, it means you can zip it up, and there's no way to get through to the other compartment, and it's much nicer.
And I quite like this front bit here, the porch bit. If it was raining, we could cook in there or sit in there, so we have protection from the elements.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of pros for it, but
And if I'm not mistaken, it's like almost 2 meters high, so
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
that's
stand in
really
it like the whole tent. You
Yeah.
can stand it. I think it's about 2 meters
like
tall.
it probably ticks every single box that you would want camping, except that it's huge.
And one more thing, if I could trade this in and get the same thing, both the air beams,
Air beams, okay.
that would have been. I wouldn't mind the tent too much, but it took us 45 minutes to pitch, and I think
We
part
had
of
to,
it is the
wrestle
poles.
with it to get it up.
Yeah, part of it is the poles.
Yeah.
If you had air beams, you would have been a lot easier to do all that.
I agree.
So yeah, if you're looking to spend £1,000 on a cold tent and unnecessary accessories, then we recommend this tent.
Yeah. If you're going to
But-
go away in groups, and there's going to be more than 2 of you, and you're going to be there for like several days, because we're only here for one night.
It's
That's a lot of
pointless
effort.
pitching this tent for one night.
A lot of effort for one night.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're going to go away in a big group and you're going to be there for several days, then yeah. But for us, no. And that's why we haven't used it.
Let's give her the microphone.
Bella, what do you think of the tent? Do you like it?
So that's it for this week's video. Just the massive tent.
We hope you found our story entertaining. Let us know, would you get a tent that was this big, or do you think it's just plain ridiculous?
I think I'm gonna have to comment on that.
What would you comment? Plain
You'll find out.
ridiculous.
Just check below. Yeah.
I like it.
Make sure you like the video. Give us a nice subscribe as well. Why not? And click on that little bell so you keep getting notifications for when we post our next video.
Bye.
Bye.